Sorry.
What's going on, everyone? John and Audrey and Ben here, back again with another episode of the Real Talk Podcast, episode 93, the year Ben was born.
Wrong.
Wait, Ben, are you? What year were you born?
92.
92. Okay, so
One
we're all
off.
we're all 92 babies. That's sick. For show, for
92
show.
babies is the
Dang,
best
that's
year.
crazy. What a coincidence.
It's the best year.
I think so. It's a nice number. It's a nice
Yeah.
round, even number.
Like when people say, "Oh, I was born in 1986," I'm kind of like, "Yeah, you don't count."
Like
Or
a bunch of good ass
1991.
movies came out that year too.
I remember we did a video on that.
You remember all the movies that came out in 1991?
No, it's because we did a video of the movies that came out in the 90s, and a lot of the good ones came out in 92. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, hello, guys.
welcome. Oh yeah, did we say Ben?
Yeah, I said
Ben
John,
Audrey?
John, Audrey, and Ben.
John,
Yeah.
Audrey, and Ben. Damn, that would have
Yeah.
been cool if you had a name that started with C. ABC.
His last name is C.
Oh,
Oh
last
yeah.
name, And Corona.
Corona.
Where Corona's at. No, but yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for joining in. We're gonna talk about all, like this title of the video suggests, the Batman spoilers, full on. For anybody who didn't see it, we already have Manny on the chat with little 3 bat symbols. That's what's up, man. He knows. Everybody knows.
Manuel? Thanks for joining in. Can you guys hear us all right? I'm kind of
I'm pretty
paranoid.
sure they can.
I just want to.
I'm here. The tech guy is here. Don't worry. I would know if something was wrong.
Yeah,
All right.
we
Well, let
we
us
have
know.
backup today. Backup.
But yeah, we're talking about the Batman, which is taking over TikTok. Like every time I'm on TikTok, it's something about Robert Pattinson or Zoe Kravitz or something.
Taking
Oh,
over
no.
social media in general. Like
There's-
that's all I can hear about.
They're so adorable. Both of them, like together, there's something about their energy together, like their
They're
chemistry
sexy.
or whatever it is. Yeah, they're both beautiful people and they're just like having fun. Like I love how easygoing Robert Pattinson seems like he is. Like he's just having a ball. Like he's just chilling. Doesn't seem like he gets very mad very easily.
Like his inner child is always out.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're just always having a good time, like no matter where they are. So
I haven't seen and many interviews of them, but
so that's good. Your cast needs to have some good chemistry.
don't tell Channing Tatum that he's gonna get pissed.
Why?
Oh
Is he
yeah, they're
her?
dating. That's right.
Yeah, he's dating Zoe Kravitz.
I forgot about
that.
hmm
How long
Hmm.
now?
I think they make a cute couple though.
How long have they been dating?
Not that long. She's recently divorced. Well, not recently, but she's been divorced for like I think a year now or 2.
This is the hot gossip part of the show.
I know.
Hot goss
People are like, we don't give a fuck.
about Channing Tatum.
Oh yeah, she divorced last year.
Yeah. So she's recently got with Channing Tatum, which I actually really dig them together. I think they make a better couple than Robert Pattinson.
She upgraded or what?
Well, it's because we just had this discussion. That's why I was making that face when you guys were like, they're beautiful people. Because we
I feel
literally
like-
were talking yesterday how I don't think Robert Pattinson's good looking. Like, he's not my type. So,
I mean, he's. Good
But I
enough
guess
to be-
generalized-
he's like
generally,
good
he's a
looking enough to be in a
good-looking person.
movie. Like
I do
Good
think
enough
Zoe
to be
Kravitz is
Bruce
pretty,
Wayne.
though.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that'd be at least kind of believable. Although a lot of people didn't really like his Bruce Wayne.
Audrey, he sparkles. Okay. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
He's not my type. But we all know that I have weird types. So,
Yeah, usually he
Exhibit A.
kind of would be your type.
No, he
yeah,
wouldn't.
that's kind of a shot at Ben.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
hey, I'll take a comparison to Robert Pattinson any day.
Yeah. He's not my type. But I will say that I guess they did. I haven't seen many interviews, so I don't know if they have good chemistry or not. And in the
Yeah.
movie, they're not really like they don't have a ton of screen time together, so I couldn't really tell. I was just kind of like, eh.
But what they do have, I think, is still pretty good. Like chemistry's there.
You can tell something's brewing there.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
I want her to be with Robert Pattinson, if I'm being honest, based on just how they are in interviews.
Oh, like an actual real life.
yeah.
Oh shit.
She should drop Channing, get with Robert.
Aww.
Channing will be all right.
Or Channing.
funny.
He never
I
gets a
can't
break.
I can't believe Channing divorced his wife because I thought him and his wife made a.
Who was he dating before?
Jenna Dawson, I think's her name, or something. Like she's the one that came out on Step Up with him.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
She never made anything else, but I thought they made a good couple.
That's how he probably dropped her. I was like, you know what? You need to step up. No,
But yeah, guys. So this is gonna have spoilers. We already put that on the thing, but just again to reiterate, spoilers.
yeah. Spoilers.
John-
Spoilers.
We going in depth.
So John, you told me that after you watched the movie, you were gonna send me one emoji signifying your reaction.
Yeah.
And my dumbass thought that he sent me the yawning one. So I was like, damn. So is he saying he's like it was boring or like he was tired, he was over it? I don't know. But then John was like, no, that's an exhale, which left me even more confused because I was like, what do you mean exhale? Like
it was a journey, right?
I took it as in he liked it. I took it as in you liked it.
I take like I like the movie. I took it as a like, damn, like that was an experience. Like that was like a whew, we're done with it, you know, like
yeah, I get you. That's kind of how I felt too. I was like, he's gonna be like like that.
Yeah.
But did you watch it once or have you watched it again?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I only seen it once. I wanted to watch it twice before this because I feel like, especially with a movie like that, you need to like the first like it's a mystery, right? There's like all that stuff. So like the second time you can kind of like unpack a lot of other things. Like when you first time watching something, you're so excited, so you want to pay extra attention to everything going on. So like the second time will help. It will only help your experience, you know. And Mo, he saw it a second time. He said the exact same thing. So I was like, fuck, like I need to go watch it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one so far.
We saw it twice, but unfortunately, both times I was really tired because we saw it. Yeah, we saw it like at midnight the first time, and then we saw it after work the second time, and I was really tired. And it's a 3-hour long movie. I mean, if you guys don't already know that, it's 3 hours long, so it's a lot.
176 minutes
of your life dedicated to Batman. But what a way to go! I mean, generally, I think you guys should know that we did like it. I think all three of us can agree that we liked it. There wasn't anyone that disliked it.
I feel like we should start, like, if we have any negatives, get that out of the way, because I feel like we have more positives than negatives.
True.
Do you want to start, Ben?
Yeah, sure. I'll start. Negatives. Yeah, well, for sure, it's a little too long. I think for sure, like 30 minutes at the most, probably, that you could cut from this movie and it'd be completely fine. I didn't like the cameo at the end. I thought that was unneeded and just kind of formulaic and a little annoying at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, but these are just kind of all I'm saying is like more or less little gripes. Nothing too major, except for maybe the length of the movie. Other than that, I mean, it was pretty great. We didn't see a lot of Bruce Wayne, but it's fine. I just like the conversations. I feel like everybody's whispering all the time, and that was something that kind of like puts you to sleep. Like it's a 3-hour, it's a long enough movie already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is action scenes, so that wakes you up. But in between any action, it's just like everybody's like, "What is this going on over here? I don't know. What do you think? I think it's the thing over here."
Yeah.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe they said that this should be the thing over
there. You think he was moonlighting with the penguin?
Yeah, you think he moonlighted for the penguin?
I mean, they have great voices, but still, I understand.
Like, yeah, dude, it was just all whispery and so watching a second time if you're tired, like I was falling asleep. Like
everything's very monotone.
Yeah. But other than that,
which Audrey doesn't like.
Yeah, I don't like monotone voices at all. But I will say I agree with him on the runtime. However, I feel like the runtime shouldn't matter because you have something like Drive My Car, which we were just talking about, 3 hours long. I wouldn't shave off any of that movie. And then you have like The Dark Knight, which is 2 hours and 30 minutes. You have Dark Knight Rises, which is 2 hours and 49 minutes. So I feel like the runtime really shouldn't matter. So I don't know if that means that some of the dialogue or some of the scenes were just not entertaining, because I did feel during certain parts I could feel myself getting kind of bored, or kind of like my mind like wandering, like, fuck, what am I gonna eat later, or like or like, oh, I really want to do this, so
the stove.
Yeah, so I did notice that. Also, I wish that the Riddler had more screen time. I feel like he didn't have a lot of screen time. For me, that's a negative, just because I think he was an amazing. That was like potential.
Okay, no, it's not the fact that he doesn't have no screen time. It's that the majority of it, when he is on screen, is through a telephone screen. It's through another screen. We don't.
Oh
see
yeah.
I mean, we see him get the murder off. We see him get the murder off in the beginning. and then I don't think we see him again in person for a while.
Not until they meet in Arkham.
No, not until we see him at the coffee shop,
Oh,
and
well,
then
yeah.
they meet in Arkham.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess like you kind of see him in that funeral scene or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, and then in the
But that
window,
he's like
but it's
in the
just a
dark.
silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't really get to see. I think that kind of takes away from his performance a little bit. Is only seeing him through the phone. Yeah, I don't know about. I think the amount of time he had on screen was okay. Actually, no, because then we even said last time we watched, we were like, we forgot he was even the main villain.
Yeah.
Because for
Yeah.
a second there, like it's all about Riddler, and then it's like 30-45 minutes of Falcone.
Yeah.
Falcone. I think it's Falcone. Or is it Falcone? Falcone
I
sounds
thought it was
weird.
Falcone.
I've been hearing people say it both ways.
I thought it was
Falcone.
I think it's Falcone.
Well, I'm gonna say
Falcon.
Falcone.
Falcone sounds phony.
No, I'm gonna say Falcone. But yeah,
corny.
that's another part that I didn't really care for too. Was
And
Falcone.
then it goes back to the fucking Riddler.
I just like I felt like it wasn't like entertaining enough for me to actually care or give two shits.
Know, and that's funny because I actually really liked this change up for John Turturro playing a more like villainous and grimy character. I think he did a good job. I think I liked Falcone. I just feel like that part kind of drags a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm just like, wait, so he's the villain now? Like, I mean, he's always kind of been the villain. I guess that's what the movie was trying to say. That like
he's always been the mayor.
He's always been like the one that's kind of like calling the shots.
Yeah, the man behind the man or whatever, like.
Yeah, but they didn't even make him that like dynamic for me. I felt that Penguin was way more dynamic.
Penguin was dope.
I wish we would have seen more of him, which I know we are.
Yeah, I kind of like his amount. I think is good. He does a great job with all of that.
Yeah,
and then they set him up at the end to be a bigger issue, and I thought that was really good because I think he deserved it. I think he did a good job playing that character, and I can't wait to see more Penguin.
Yeah, for sure. But those were just some of my negatives that I got from like watching it the second time. But I can't really think of anything else that I really, really, truly disliked.
Yeah.
What about you, John?
I think I have to agree with both of you. I feel like that's the first time. Obviously, I've only seen the one time, but coming out of it, I was like, man, the pacing seems kind of off a little bit because in the beginning, it kind of seems like, well, more towards like the middle of the beginning, if that makes any sense. Like, you all say, okay, this is Catwoman, this is Penguin, this is this, they kind of like go like that. And then there's this one point where I'm like, where's Selena? Like, we haven't seen her for a little bit, Like,
yeah.
And yeah, the length the first time around, I was at the end, especially because it kind of ended like a lot of times. Like, you thought it was going to end multiple times, like the Lord of the Rings. It's like, okay, and then now, and then no. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that made it drag a little bit, like made it seem even longer than it already was. But other than that, yeah, just like the pacing a little bit, the length, and I think that's pretty much it. I can think of anything else.
Yeah. You were okay with like the Riddler and
no, yeah, like that I agree with you guys. Like the Riddler, I didn't even think about it that way. Like how you see him and he's great. We all, I'm pretty sure we all loved his performance, but it's like, yeah, it is mostly through like a screen or like the news reporters or something like that, and only like the beginning he comes out, which is dope. The way he
only through the screen and his riddles.
Yeah. So it's kind of like meh. But
I feel like they wasted. Not wasted Paul Dano because I mean he does shine through, of course. But I feel like he could have he was kind of robbed a little bit because everything I said through the screen, and it takes away from your performance a little bit. I feel so
they didn't use him to his fullest potential.
Yeah, but that's okay too because he still might come back.
Yeah,
I'm sure he will come back.
I'm sure he's gonna team up with Joker.
That's another thing that
they're gonna make the
I agree with you guys. Like that end scene with them, that should have been probably like a post-credit scene. Like, because it just didn't really fit. Well, I don't know. Like, it just seemed kind of like. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited to see what Barry has to do with Joker, but that's a whole nother topic too. I feel like we just got this amazing Joker with Joaquin.
Yeah.
Now we're having another one. It's like, wait, I'm still not done soaking in Joaquin's, Joker, but
exactly.
And I'm still hung up on Jared Leto. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, she's still sad about Jared.
I know. I'm like, yeah, they should have given him another shot. I think he could have done great. But anyways,
I think slowly but surely the David the haircut or whatever has been getting like some steam, like a
It's
little bit of
getting,
that.
it's coming back. Like
I hope
people
so
are.
because David Ayer's name was besmirched because of all that. Because I
Yeah.
loved him after his war movie
Fury.
Fury. I adore that movie, and I think
But
he did
that's like
such
his
an
only
amazing
good
job
movie.
with that movie. I mean, a hit's a hit.
Yeah, and
So
then,
I'm
but
sure
then
he
he
can do
He
it
did.
has
again.
potential.
But
Yeah,
then
he
he
can do
went
it
and
again.
did what was that one movie with Shia? What was it called? I
Oh no.
forgot.
Oh no, that was just a mistake because he liked Shia LaBeouf.
John liked that
They
movie.
became friends.
Oh, the tax collector.
Yeah, you
I
like
know, I
that
haven't
movie.
seen it. So,
I didn't
but
like it.
I've heard not good things about it.
I thought you did like it.
I didn't know. I like it. It was, I don't know. I just like, I didn't buy it. I haven't bought it, and there was a steel book for it, so that's how you know. Like,
Okay.
So he's like, nah, it wasn't about that.
Skip.
But
and that one he did with Will Smith too, like the fantasy one. It looked badass.
Oh,
Bright.
I don't know. Bright, yeah.
Bright,
I watched
yeah.
that. It was alright.
Isn't that like a superhero?
No, it's like he
like-
lives in a fantasy world.
Yeah.
What's in our doorbell?
Oh shit, we have a
Uh-oh.
visitor. You can check on your phone.
Oh, you're right.
Duh. Sorry, guys.
It's David Ayer.
I know. He's like, y'all talking
Been
shit.
saying? Like,
Y'all been talking shit. But no, I think that that scene, I didn't really care for it either. I was just kind of like, yeah, it's kind of.
and especially because it felt like the whole movie was even a little bit even more realistic and grounded than the Dark Knight for some reason. And then to have the Joker come in like that, like it felt like he was going to be more fantastical. Like the little bits of that they showed of him,
Yeah.
you know. So that kind of took the whole like tone and vibe of the movie. Like it kind of just, yeah, this would have been a perfect end credit scene. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, okay, this is where the story and the whole thing is going to go, because you do get a sense of like that maybe that Batman that everybody was looking for, I guess, in terms of Bruce Wayne, like that guy is going to come in the second sequel, because, you know, he's not like a ladies man and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In this one, like maybe he actually like, oh shit, I think I need to have a persona of Bruce Wayne, you know?
Yeah, I think he's going to realize that, and we're going to kind of see that growth from him, which is pretty cool, because I feel like that's like their biggest complaint that I've recently been hearing, that people are like, oh, we didn't see him as Bruce Wayne. And it's like, well, no, because that's coming. Like, this is barely like the early stages of him. So it's pretty cool. It's something that we've never seen before. We've always seen him just be like already like he's Bruce Wayne and he's Batman. So
yeah,
it's going to be pretty cool. And I actually really like the whole like diary thing. I thought that was pretty dope.
Very he stole it from Watchmen. Extra. November 7th. I don't know.
Dude,
but I think that's how it was in the comics. In some comics, he has like a fucking diary and shit like that.
Yeah, and that's what I figured. I was like, I thought that was pretty dope that they did that. We're talking about the whole.
Who wants to go to church?
Oh.
I got an invitation here.
To talk about
I got an invitation here for a Great Commission Baptist Church. So we're going, babe. Tonight. They got revival tonight in like 3 hours, right? So we got
what's going on, Mari?
What's up, Mari?
It's 3.
Sorry, what are you guys talking
about?
Oh, we were talking about well, I just mentioned that the whole diary aspect of it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I like that. And most people like hate narration, but dude, the beginning of this movie, are we talking about positives now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't have anything else. Just that, like that one scene should have been an end credit scene, and the length and kind of the pacing. And then yeah, it's kind of, you know, I don't know what that means, but
it's that.
It's that, you know.
No, I think that we can go into the positives because we probably have more of those.
Yeah, the beginning of that movie is like the best for sure. Oh, man, I don't know about for sure. Well, I'm gonna say go ahead and say for sure. Like characterization, like a great way to introduce your new Batman. Like the best way. I was gonna say it's the best Batman beginning.
It's but not. Damn, the Dark Knight is great.
Even I'd say
I'd have to rewatch them again.
I say Dark Knight Rises beginning is even better than Dark Knight's.
When Bane is in the plane.
When they had to do the whole plane stunt.
That was pretty dope too.
So it's pretty hard to top those, but damn, the beginning of this movie is really good, and like the introduction of Batman and how they see his signal in the air and they don't know if he's in the shadows creeping around every corner.
Yeah.
The fear that he's instilled into everybody, I think, and him narrating over it, even still really good.
I think they did a really good job at making this almost kind of like a scary horror movie. Like they made
That's what I
it
was gonna say.
pretty like horror-esque,
Like they
which
were
I thought was
introducing
super
Michael or something.
cool. Yeah, like I thought that was super cool.
It was great.
It really showed like that he's like feared, and we've never really gotten that. Like we have to a certain extent, but not like that. So yeah, I really like the beginning. The whole introduction to him was really cool.
And him journaling is like more like a old school detective. It's got that detective feel to it. He just feels like a detective in this movie, more so than he ever has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you wanted, right, John? Like you were like, I really want to see that side of him where he plays a detective.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been wanting to see for a long time. Like, I mean, yeah, we've seen it like in the cartoons and comics and stuff like that, but as far as live action, we haven't really seen it like too much, especially in this one, how he works literally with Gordon. Like they have a
Yeah.
dialogue a lot, and then
Mhm.
they actually go places and they try to figure it out together. In the Dark Knight, I always feel like they had a dialogue, but they would always be like, okay, I'm doing this and he's doing that. You know, it was not really too much like together like I wanted.
Yeah. And
So in
this
this
time
one,
they're
we
like
definitely got
actually
that.
like a team almost.
And it's so
Yeah.
it was so cute when Batman was like, "Do you trust these people?" And Gordon's like, "I trust you." I was like, "That was really nice." I was like, "That's
Yeah.
really nice."
They had a lot of moments like that. Like Batman said, like, "Oh, I think he said that the same thing too." Like, yo, because you're a good man or something like that, or I don't know.
You're a good cop.
You're a good
Yeah.
cop. Yeah. He still
But
sucked the shit out of him though.
I know
No, he pulled it. He pulled it.
that part was pretty funny.
He could have pulled that punch, man. And he said he did, right?
I did.
Yeah, he's like I did. I
Fuck.
really enjoyed also like the subtle humor in it. It was
Yeah.
pretty good. I like
Yeah.
stuff like that like I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny.
See, like
Oh.
stuff like that works in a movie like this.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's not like in your face trying to make jokes, you know?
Yeah.
Also we can talk about I guess Gordon, like if we liked him, do you think he did a good job?
What's
Yeah,
his name?
Jeffrey Wright was
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah.
Yeah, he was fantastic. That was again the cast for me was like super anticipated to see how everybody would do. Like I remember when Matt Reeves was just announcing each of them like on Twitter and shit like that. And I was just like, damn, this cast is fucking stacked. And yeah, I don't think any of them disappointed. Like I thought they all played their role,
Yeah.
great. Like, Zoe as Selena, Paul as, he's not Edward Nigma in this one, huh? He's
Nashton.
Edward like Nashton, yeah. Well, anyways,
It's
the
a-
Riddler.
There's been two different versions in the comic books. Edward Nashton, I think, is the original name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean the man of the hour, Robert Pattinson, like what it like
Rob Pattinson.
we were like wondering if he was gonna be able to pull it off. And I think this
Rob Pattinson.
this movie, yes. Any other Batman movie, probably not. But the fact that it was this setting of Batman, I think it worked perfectly for him. Like
Yeah.
the sort of like emo boy where he's young. I think it worked great for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey Rob, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Thanks for joining.
Rob always making the cut. What's up, Rob?
What's going on, Rob?
Oh yeah.
You know, I pointed this out the first time we watched it. They when he's like, "You guys gonna untie me?" and he's like walking. I was like, "He's waddling."
Like,
Yeah.
They made him fucking waddle.
Yeah.
but doesn't he have like a limp too?
No,
I don't know.
Like that's why he has
think
the cane, no?
Does he
I
have
don't
a
even think
cane?
he has
I
a
didn't
cane.
see him in the movie wearing a cane.
You're
or
picturing the
using-
video game version.
Probably, yeah.
I also was gonna say that too. That I mentioned to Ben. Like I felt like this movie felt almost like a video game. Like I was playing Arkham
like
again.
Arkham, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty fucking dope. Like just like the voice, like when he's like, what was he doing here? Like it was really cool. And then like you choose.
Batman.
It's just really cool. I really enjoyed that aspect. It made me want to play the game. That's like the only that one and the other Batman one. It's Arkham and then there's another one.
Arkham Knight.
Is it? Are they both?
There's Arkham City, Arkham
Or
Knight, Arkham
Asylum.
Asylum, and Arkham
Yeah.
Origins,
Those are like the only video games I've actually played through. They're really
and
fun.
Legend of Zelda,
And Legend of Zelda.
and Animal Crossing.
Not even.
There we go. We named all those other video games.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed that. So yeah, and I was really happy with Zoe Kravitz. I thought she did a good job at being like a good balance.
What about Alfred?
Yep.
We haven't talked about Alfred.
Andy Serkis.
he was just kind of there for me. He didn't really make that much of an impression. Not like Michael Caine did.
Unfortunately, yeah, he's another casualty of too long of a movie with a lot to say but doesn't have to do with like the side characters a lot. So like he just did not get any screen time, man. And it's really unfortunate because I was super looking forward to him as Alfred. I think he would make a really good Alfred.
Yeah.
And then she thought he got blown up halfway through. I was like, they're not gonna kill Alfred.
Yeah, I was worried about that too, but I was like, yeah, they won't. Especially casting.
She was like, he's dead. He died. That's it.
Well, because I was like, come on. I was like, they made it seem like he did, right?
Yeah.
That freaking maid. She was like,
no
it already happened, sir. I was like, then why the fuck didn't you call me? I was like, that's so stupid. Like you would think that she would call her. Oh, she does say we were trying to reach you. That's right. But anyway,
he had no service on his bat phone.
But I know they need to fix that. They need to get a direct line or something.
I was telling him too that like for me, no one's gonna beat Michael Caine, and also the fact that they have Morgan Freeman's character. I kind of miss them not doing that because I thought he was really good.
Lucius Fox, yeah.
Well, again, this is the beginning. Yeah, this is the beginning of Batman, so he's still like he's got a lot of friends to make and a lot of enemies to make. So
right,
we got to give him time.
He's a little baby boy.
And hopefully, we see more of Alfred in the sequels because Michael Caine again, like he even in the first one though, I feel like he did an impression. He like they had that line like, "Oh, like get up, sir." Like, what's the point of all those bloody push-ups if you can, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, he had like a whole trilogy and like to have all this stuff with Batman and stuff. So hopefully we do get to see more of Andy Serkis. But what we did see, like that scene in the hospital, where I was like, "You better fucking reach for his hand, bro." He's reaching for him. I was like, "You better go for it, man." But
don't be mean because he's being real mean to Alfred.
Yeah, he was.
He's being dick.
He's on his deathbed and he's like, "I'll give him."
I thought that. Lied to me. I will say though, I feel like that. I will say that line I feel like is a little overdone now. The whole like "you're not my father." I've heard it so many times.
Yeah, he said it very early in the movie, and I was like, "All right, well at least at least they're getting that line out of the way."
Yeah, because I feel like I've heard that movie so many times. So I was just kind of like, man, they couldn't think of anything else to cut him to the quick. Like I guess not
to make him look like an angsty teenager.
Yeah.
You're not my dad.
And I will say that too, that I think I really enjoyed this movie just because I do enjoy seeing Batman as an angsty teenager. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
It hits me in my little sad girl heart. And can we talk about the music, which that definitely did make an impression on me. I really enjoyed the whole music throughout.
Hold on. Before we move on to music, because you're right, the music was amazing. It's true, though, that in the next movie, I better see Batman and Alfred have a direct line. Because, like, even in the games, like, he needs Alfred. Like, Alfred is his backup. But Alfred and Gordon, that's all his backup is. So, like, in the games, like, I remember he'll just be driving in the car and just boom, and then Alfred's right there. Like, he's always got Alfred's ear no matter what. Yeah. So, they need to fix that in the second one because that's why he got blown up.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway. But, yeah, music was amazing. Michael
Giacchino.
He did really good. Because in the beginning, when they released the song at first, we didn't really think much of it. Like, I thought it was cool, but it wasn't anything special. But then throughout the movie, the way they used it was really good.
Yeah. Even the Nirvana song, I like that they used it in those specific times, those 2 times.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the theme song is the Nirvana song. If you're paying attention to it, because it goes the dun, 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 dun. It's like he based the theme song off of that Nirvana song.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It has a lot of
more grand and orchestral. And
it goes into an orchestral thing, and it does have its own thing. Though
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I could tell every time it would play because you hear the 2 together so often. Like they almost start like melding together.
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, those are exactly the same song. But you could see how he like transformed it into like the whole theme, and it worked really well together. And the Nirvana song, yeah, dude, that song I'd never heard it before until I saw the trailer for this movie, which is pretty bad. But I don't know a lot of good music. I'm just not the best with that stuff.
Yeah,
isn't it like 20 minutes, Audrey? But it's because it's like
the theme.
Yeah, no, like the Nirvana song on the actual album. I think it's like super long. But it's like
there's an extended cut.
I don't think.
I don't know. Maybe I just have a file.
No, but yeah, I thought it was great. I also thought it had like sort of like a dark, twisted fantasy feeling to it. Like it made me feel like I was like, "Ooh, this is
Like a Kanye feel?
kind of like a no,
Dark Twisted
kind of like a Tim Burton thing, but not as whimsical, but almost there. Like it felt really, really like it just matched the
environments and
environment
everything.
really well.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, talk about the new Wayne Manor that looks like straight out of a gothic.
Yeah.
Like, that
Like
thing
everything
is
else looks
nuts.
like realistic and grounded, except
Yeah.
that.
That thing
Yeah.
is nuts.
Which I
man.
wonder if they do that on purpose because I think out of all of the manners that they've shown in all the Batman movies, this one's the most like gothic one for sure.
Yeah.
It's super cool though. I love it. I love how
Yeah.
they changed it up.
I loved it too.
Like it's so neat.
But I've always wondered that. I'm like, why is there? I guess it's because it's like an old house. Like
Yeah,
it's
like an
been there
older
from the
fashioned
beginning.
building or whatever. It's been
Yeah,
there
that
for
makes
like a long
sense.
time.
Because they're like the founding family, so their house was the first.
That was super cool to hear that. The Arkhams and the
Oh yeah,
Waynes.
Arkham's and Wayne's.
Yeah. I was like, damn, duh, they got some dirty laundry.
Because yeah, that's another thing in the Arkham games, Arkham Asylum. You start. I never really knew a lot. I just thought it was an asylum, Arkham Asylum. But then you find out like the family built it, and there's like this huge history. It's crazy. So that's
Yeah.
really cool. And that's just a creepy name. Something about Arkham. Oh, because it's from Lovecraft.
Arkham.
It's from Lovecraft.
Arkham.
Scary
I'm getting
stuff.
hungry. But nonetheless, I thought they did a really good job with the environment as well, making it all dark and gritty. Super cool.
Yeah.
Did a fantastic job. Everything was great.
Cinematography was fucking great too. The imagery and everything like that. Like especially in the beginning, again, like the introduction of Batman, that flow, like the slow footsteps. Again, feeling like a whole like killer is getting near you, like or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fucking great.
Yeah. Everything aesthetically pleasing. However, I will say I was a little disappointed. I mean, I know that this is like the beginning, but I was a little upset with Catwoman's hat. Yeah, it was a little
I was just like a
lackluster.
beanie.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
little lackluster. I was just kind of like, man.
Her suit was cool, but her helmet could definitely use some work.
I mean, even
Or
her
her
suit,
cowl,
I
or whatever you
felt
wanna
could
call
have
it.
been a little more like bedazzled a little bit or something.
She's a thief. You don't want to bedazzle.
Maybe-
Well, not
maybe-
bedazzled, but like I don't know, something else. They needed a little something,
I
something.
thought
She had her whip.
black
Which
leather.
that was tight.
Yeah.
I saw you only see it like once though, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
she does
in the
like one
club.
move with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean, this, like I said, this is me just nitpicking. I wish like we would have seen more.
I wish we could have gotten more of a grounded idea of everybody's arsenal, because we don't even really know Batman's. He just uses these things every now and then, but we never get like an idea of what else do you got? Like what can you do? What do you have on you?
So you can anticipate like,
'Cause then
maybe he should use this at this time or something.
Exactly.
Like,
But then because then at the very end he uses that adrenaline syringe and you're like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah. I mean, it almost feels like he's still learning how to use all his shit. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, what does this do? All right.
and a lot of people were saying too that like that may be like the venom from Bane that gets
Yeah, that's a
because I think
great.
in one of the comics they're saying he gets addicted to it.
That's a
It's
great
like
idea.
like steroids.
People and it makes sense because he roids out. He goes crazy.
So do you think Robert Pattinson is gonna get bigger?
I don't think he can. I think he's just built that way,
Well, apparently someone said that he didn't work out as much. Like he didn't want to get too big. I think he
Yeah.
even said that, something like that. So maybe he can get bigger, but
Wow, what a guy. He's
don't know.
like, no, I don't want to get that big. He's like, I know I can, but I
wanna
just
keep my
want
physique.
my
he does look
feminine
big though
physique.
with the suit on. He looks very intimidating.
Even that one scene too, where you see his back, I felt like he had a wide back. Like
Yeah,
like
he looks big,
shit.
dude.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
He's bigger than everybody in the room. I don't know if that's just all camera stuff or he's really that tall.
He's just on milk crates the whole time.
Well, I mean, he is wearing like big platforms.
That's true. There are big boots.
Like big boot platforms.
Big boot goofy.
They don't tell you the height of actors like in Wikipedia, huh?
You can just Google it.
I think you can Google it. Like, how
Ask
tall
Siri.
is Robert Patterson?
Pretty sure he's like 6.
Pattinson.
I always thought it was Patterson. It's Pattinson.
I'm gonna name my next cat Pattinson.
But yeah, I don't know. Good movie, great movie, almost.
He's 6'1", Makes sense.
Damn.
He's 6'1", yeah.
Still not as tall as Dr. Disrespect, the 6'8" great
No.
1993, 1994 video game champion.
We found out that Donald Trump is 6'3". Isn't that crazy?
Oh yeah,
Who?
Donald Trump is 6'3".
Donald
Is he
Trump.
really? He looks like Penguin in
Isn't
real
that
life.
insane?
Yeah, he looks like a little dude. Like I always thought he was like 5'7",
Fucking
5'8".
Christ.
He's tall. So shit.
He's like an emperor penguin then.
He's a big dude.
I know.
Talking
Holy
about
shit.
penguin, I thought Colin Farrell was great.
He did
Yeah.
amazing. So
But
good.
he just disappeared. Like,
Yeah.
his
You can tell it's
accent,
him.
everything.
Killed it.
Like, he was fucking awesome.
Who would have thought? I'm just kidding.
Well, this is a tangent. But speaking about Colin Farrell, what about he's got a new movie that's coming out, right?
I've heard it's really
Came out
good.
after Yang.
Yang. He had a weekend. And that's another movie I was going to go out of my way to go see. But with these gas prices and knowing that it's streaming on Showtime, I'm
Yeah.
just going to get a
Wait, so it's only on Showtime?
Showtime and
streaming
in
for
theaters.
HBO. Oh man,
I'm going to get a free trial. Streaming because Audrey knows how excited I am.
That's true.
for
We
that.
could do that.
I do want
This
to.
sounds cool.
I want to watch that one, and I want to watch Parallel Mothers. I'm probably gonna rent that one because it's available to rent already. So I'll probably do that. But yeah, on Showtime, we don't have Showtime, so we would have to get a subscription.
Sorry, little tangent about, but I want to see that. I'm interested in that movie.
It looks really good, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. Like people are saying already that it's really, really good. Of course, A24. Fucking hate you guys. Just kidding.
They have 3 movies coming out this month.
Yeah.
That
killing
one, X, and
I want to see X. X is the one I probably want to see the most.
They also have another one coming out.
Everything, Everywhere, All at
Yeah.
Once, or something like that.
That
That's
one.
coming out
Yeah.
soon.
That's at the end of the month. Yeah.
Crap! Wow.
But they're probably gonna show limited release, maybe, or like not everywhere.
Probably. Actually, that one might be a wide one because I've been seeing a lot of marketing for that one. I know
Yeah.
X is gonna be like that.
There was a trailer
Love
for it
that.
right before Batman, I believe. So
Yes.
it's been promoted, but I don't know if they're gonna.
That
actually
movie
show
looks freaking nuts,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Which one?
Everything, everywhere, all the time.
Oh, yeah,
all
it
the time,
looks-
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like tripping,
once.
like another way to like kind of like Doctor Strange, kind of like it's just like
Like
what's
it looks
going
like
on?
how could you make sense of any of that?
Yeah.
And Michelle
But-
Yeoh, I'm interested to see her in something like that.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
Yeah.
I've always
Sure, I'm
enjoyed
sure
her.
it'll be. I'm sure it'll be. Should do good.
But going back to Batman, so was there anything else that stood out to you that you want to talk about specifically?
The introduction of the Batmobile was fucking amazing.
Oh
too.
my god! Yeah, best Batmobile ever.
Like it just that in itself, and again, it felt like a Jaws or something. Like just hearing that engine, like something tuning up, and you're like, what is it? You know, where is it? We want to see
Yeah. This movie did a really good job at building anticipation.
it. Yeah.
Like they're really good at the I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it.
The
They're
build-up.
really good at the build-up, yes.
The climax.
No, because they did a good job at that. However, I will say I still don't understand why it stalls. You said that it was on
Yeah,
purpose.
everybody thinks that like he looks like he like stalls it out
I think he
before
does.
he goes, but I just think it was like, I think he was like flinch, bitch. Like he was waiting for he was waiting for the Penguin to get in his car and take off. He was like, get in your car. And then he got in his car, and then as soon as he takes off, that's when he takes off.
Imagine that was supposed to be edited out, and they just like.
I don't think so. I think it was
left in there.
tactical.
I
think
thought-
it was tactical.
I thought it made sense that it stalls because we do see like little parts of Batman kind of like struggling, like when
he's
he's gonna
still
jump. Yeah,
Getting
like
the hang of it.
when he's gonna
I
jump, he's
think-
like ah.
But that's not. I feel like if he stalled, they would have made it apparent. They would have had him for a sec. Right after he saw it do that, they would have cut to him in the car, being like, "Oh shit."
No,
and then,
that would have been
like-
too literal.
Yeah, no, wouldn't it? It would have been that moment of him at the roof, being like, "Oh shit, what do I do?" Like freaking out for a second. They would, if they wanted to make it apparent that he's like new at this stuff still. At least when it came to the car, I feel like
Yeah.
they would have cut to him, made it like apparent. The fact that they didn't, I'm believing it was like intentional all the way.
Well, it was intentional regardless.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
think it just kind of like makes sense in the two, like, because I feel like in the whole movie, he's not a full. You can tell he's not fully experienced. You know,
Yeah.
like when he does jump down from
I
that
don't-
building, he doesn't land all like nice.
Yeah,
he
no.
fucking crashes down. You know,
But
Which
that's
I
the
thought was
thing.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
the thing though, like he does kind of feel a little established because anytime it's a situation where he has to fight somebody or a group of people or anything, like he's completely confident and he will come out on top like easy.
But that's what I'm saying, like with his gadgets and like,
okay, you're
stuff
saying like
like
with
that.
everything
Yeah,
else,
like he
like the
still
whole
feels
flying thing,
like
yeah.
fighting. I already tell like, yeah, he probably did go train with the League of Shadows
because he's
something.
insane,
Yeah.
dude. He's so good.
But like I feel like
even when there's like 5 guns shooting at him at the same time, like he's just mowing through people with his fists.
Yeah, but that's why I was saying like it felt like he still doesn't even know what he's capable of because he's still figuring his like tools out. Like that's how I saw it, or how
like maybe in the next one when he does use the fucking Red Bull or whatever it is, he'll tone it down because I feel like he kind of went
overdid it. Yeah,
he was up for days probably after that.
Like, I joked with my friend. I was like, "Oh, it was one of those Rhino gas station pills or something."
Yeah,
he's at home like just gritting his teeth the whole time. Like,
he can't stop.
Yeah, because you can tell that like he overdid it, or he didn't know how to. Maybe he didn't know how to control it. Yeah. But I think we will see it next time. He'll do it, but he'll use it bad. Like he'll be a badass. Like he's gonna use it to the best of his abilities.
So what do we think about that ending? The whole what it all built up to and like how it ended. How do you guys think that?
It was pretty cute.
How do you think that went?
It was cute. Seeing
Wait,
him,
which
like,
ending are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the whole
like Riddler's final
ending,
thing.
Yeah, the ending. Yeah, just all of that. As soon as the fucking trucks start blowing, what do we think of all of that after that?
I thought it was like, I don't know, because it's not too fantastical.
Yeah.
But it kind of just, because everything else was like these clues that he was trying to, you know, bring people into like the light and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden he wants to like blow up the city and put it underwater. Like, you know, like that was his final. But I don't know. I like that he did have another like this final thing too. Because
he was just gonna wrangle everybody up and just have them executed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
was that his plan?
Shoot him up like a shootout. I guess
just have him executed. Everybody was gonna be on top, and they're just gonna mow down these innocent people.
Yeah,
and the mayor, the new mayor, I think was the point to kill the mayor.
Yeah,
but she actually wanted change. She actually wanted to fix the town.
Well, yeah, but that was his point that like it doesn't matter, like they're all the same.
But she wasn't. Maybe he should give people a chance if he's so smart.
He was like, no, they're all after us.
So yeah, maybe his plan wasn't the most foolproof.
It wasn't.
Well, obviously, it wasn't.
I don't know. The ending was all right. Like I agree with you, John. Like it wasn't anything like crazy. Like I was just kind of like, oh, that's what he's gonna do, and it made perfect sense. I was like, of course he would do this because, like I said, he's the mastermind. He's like the one that has the brains. He doesn't have the actual physical capabilities. My strength is up here. Yeah, so it made perfect sense. But I was just kind of like, meh. I wish I could have seen more.
It reminded me a little bit of the Joker. Like the Joker can't go, toe to toe with Batman. You know.
Although in the Dark Knight, he can take some hits.
I think he can.
Oh yeah.
Well, it depends though. Not really toe to toe, but I mean, if the Joker gets a lucky hit in somewhere, like, I don't know. You never know. That's why the Joker's scary because he's a wild card. Like he just might get lucky and beat you in a fight. Who knows?
Yeah. But no, yeah, he like I just said, like he's more of the mastermind. So.
But what about the end? Like when he's like when Batman's saving, like when Batman like gets in there, he like blows up the ceiling, which is freaking dope, and he falls down, starts beating all the Riddler's people up, and
super Arkham.
Yeah, dude, it was so. Cool. It was. I think that was great. I think take him and
like,
Catwoman getting in there and helping him out a little bit. Gordon protecting the mayor and like trying to navigate that whole situation with his cops was kind of dope. And then we get Batman saving with the iconic shot, saving people from the wreckage with his flare.
That like he was leading people. Like that's what I really loved about the movie. How it started with him like, oh, vengeance, like I have to, and then he realizes that that's not exactly what's gonna, bring real change. He's like, I have to be a symbol of hope, And that was cool. That, like you said, that scene where he was leading the people out until like a new beginning or something, for the
saving that little boy who's in the movie a lot more than
I feel like that's gonna be Robin. A lot of people were saying where the other guy was gonna be Robin. Like
I think
face
guy have something there.
Yeah, that would make.
Although sense. I just can't see because Pattinson said in the interview he was like, I don't want Robin to be in it unless he's a kid, like unless he's like 13. Like a kid, because that's what Robin should be. He's a Wonder Boy. He's a kid.
That
Yeah.
young though? I thought maybe like 15, 16.
So I just can't see that working out. I can't see them. I can't see Batman being cool with like a 13-year-old running around, like putting his life in danger. I don't know.
Maybe they'll make it work.
Maybe it's possible.
Yeah. But I thought that was a good side of him to show him like helping the people. And it kind of set the tone of him, like he's gonna become like the Bruce Wayne that we all know, that he's like the man of the people. Well, not really man of the people, but he's like gonna be more involved, I guess.
Yeah.
In the community.
Hi, Fuzz Aldrin.
What's up,
Shout
Fuzz?
Oh,
Shout
look at the
out.
little picture. It looks like church.
I really like that scene too, where he like brings this citizen to like the helicopter and he doesn't
Yeah.
want to let him go.
It was
Like,
good
that was,
cinematography.
dope.
Oh yeah, but he's like, you'll be all right. Like, and
Yeah, he
it's
just
all
puts
with
his
eyes,
hand on
dude.
it.
Yeah, and he's acting like entirely with his eyes. In
Yeah.
most of the movie.
Isn't the Nirvana song playing in the background too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
That song was a great choice. I think that song is.
They're gonna have a resurgence.
Yeah.
Nirvana.
Yeah, I mean they always
do.
Yeah, but anyways, I thought that was cool that a superhero movie used that song like that. It was
I do
cool.
too.
Yeah.
It was great.
So overall, how many bats would you give the Batman?
How many bats out of like 5 or what?
Let's go out of 10.
Out of 10, probably 8 or 8.5.
What about you?
Same.
Would 8?
8.5.
I would say 8.
I think
Wow.
like it's not even a critique. It's not like the thing that I was having trouble with is that like a lot of people were like, I guess I don't know if it was like overhyping it or just
yeah.
like
Yeah. No, definitely. People were definitely over.
people were like would die for this movie.
Overhyping.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But do you think that has to do with us? But no, I mean, I want to say we were the same when The Dark Knight came out. I want to say we had the same.
But that movie has, proved us right. It's gone the test of time. Like you can still rewatch that movie, and it's
I know,
just
but
as
I'm just
good.
saying, like, I feel like we kind of had the same like feelings when that came out.
Like an 8.5.
So now people are kind of like this generation are like, oh my god, this is amazing. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
I think it's kind of
like so we were overhyping The Dark Knight when it came out or something like we were like riding its dick.
But I'm saying that we were right.
Yeah.
I'm saying that The Dark Knight was really good.
Yeah.
This movie, I feel like it doesn't have a lot of flaws, but it does still have some that I would for like a movie I would probably still rank it a little bit lower than like The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he asked me right away. He was like, okay, which one's better? And I was like, I can't answer that.
It's tough. It's really tough.
I can't. They're two completely different things.
Yeah, that's true. And it's always like that's always like what everybody wants to do, you know, and it's right because it's like the same thing with Spider-Man No Way Home, you know, like we want, oh, which one's better and everything.
Oh no.
But
that sucks.
Oh no.
Yeah,
We're all like,
so we're talking spoilers.
Yeah, sorry about that, Fuzz. Wait, where is Fuzz? Like in another
He's in space. He's on the space station.
Oh shit, fuck.
He's on the moon.
Yeah, that's interesting. Huh.
Damn, I completely forgot what I was saying though.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good. I'm just like really like fuck. What was I saying?
Oh, you're talking about The Dark Knight or how The Dark Knight how it compares? Oh, she said they're two completely different movies.
And that people.
Oh yeah, so you can't really like, automatically like compare, you know. But I'm weird, and I think of the Dark Knight trilogy as one entity. Like so, like it's weird. Like I was just thinking, but yeah, I would definitely rank it like probably third, like The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and then this one or something. But I have to rewatch the series.
Damn, you would put Batman Begins over this one.
Yeah.
James says that's the best one still too. Our friend James, who's like in love with the Nolan Batmans. Yeah, he says Batman Begins is the best one.
Wow, that's interesting. Usually people just say The Dark Knight. But
Ra's al Ghul is really great. That was really.
He is really great.
He's a good villain.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson's son.
But I wouldn't be able to put one in front of the other because for me they all have a special place in my heart.
You know what? Because I think I'm going to start thinking like you, John. If they keep making more of these and they get like if the next one is better or is still just as good, I might change my mind and say that I like these movies better than Nolan's movies. Because if they can do it right, if they can do like good villains, grounded, right, with the same type of great soundtrack and good acting and cinematography, I don't see why this series can't pass Nolan stuff. I think it can.
Yeah, it's off to a great start.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
lot to build on, and again, it's just so many possibilities. Like that's another thing about, like, I love the Joker, but I feel like we've already had too many incarnations of him. Like, I
Mhm.
have this motherfucker on the like on my shirt, but
It's too
Yeah,
soon.
I just not even just that, but there's so many other good villains that we haven't seen yet, that we have
Yeah.
never touched, that we in live action at least. I mean, besides like the old school crappy
Yeah.
stuff. And Fuzz is in New York. Why is it not in New York? Why is Batman not out in New York?
John, you buying the Batman on 4K or Steelbook? Both 4K Steelbook.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I agree with you, John. Like, I think there's already way too many Jokers, like way too fast. Like, they didn't even give time for Joaquin's to kind of like
Yeah.
move on. It was just like, boom, here's another one.
What would have been interesting, but then again, I don't know if I would have liked this. But what if you seen Joaquin show up with the Riddler?
I don't know.
That would have been interesting.
I would have probably rathered that. That would have made me excited. The way they did it,
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I don't really like I don't. This isn't needed. I did not need this.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
I
I'm
see
saying.
what they're doing, but I don't.
Yeah, because the director said he had another scene there, like kind of establishing that this Joker has already been there and he's like different, like he has a medical condition and stuff,
Mhm.
kind of like the
See,
man who laughs.
But that's the thing that's weird too, because I heard that interview and he was like, "Well, what if this Joker has like an actual medical issue where he just can't stop laughing?" And I was
The
like,
Joaquin one
"Didn't
has
they
that.
just do that? The
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix has a
Yeah.
medical issue that keeps him like this is the reason why he's
Yeah.
like shunned and stuff from society."
Because
And,
Matt,
Yeah.
and Matt Reeves was like, "But we're gonna do this. Nobody else has ever done this before. We're gonna give him a medical reason." And I was like, "They just did that."
because Matt Reeves'
Maybe
whole
it was an old
thing,
interview.
his whole thing is about making Batman or vision of Batman is making it as grounded as possible in real life. So that's
Yeah.
why he's saying
I'm
that.
with that. I like
That's why
that.
he's saying that some villains wouldn't work, but even then, he's like, I can totally see how these other ones,
And how we probably won't see like Superman or anybody else.
because that's just not possible.
I mean, not that it's just not possible, but he wants to keep it grounded. He wants to keep
Yeah.
it more like in the real world, kind of.
yeah,
I want
But who
them to
knows?
give.
But maybe he will in the end. Like
I want Mr. Freeze to come back.
Yeah, my boy
every-
Mr. Freeze, give him another shot. Christoph
every-
Waltz.
everybody wants that. I think not everybody, but a lot of people are wanting to see a Mr. Freeze or Clayface, or a lot of people want to see Scarecrow again, which I'm confused about because I feel like we got a shit ton of Scarecrow in Nolan's. So I don't know.
And Killian killed it.
I could do without. Exactly. Yeah, he did great. I don't feel like I need to
Killian?
see another.
The fuck?
Cillian Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was Cillian.
it is Cillian.
Then why are you
Oh
saying
my
Killian?
bad. Yeah, I wanted to say Killian.
I thought he was
Killian
saying
killed
it
it.
silly.
I was
Cillian
like,
Murphy.
wait,
Killian killed
wait.
it.
I was like,
I
what's
always call him
happening?
Cillian Murphy,
Cillian.
but I think it's Cillian.
Cillian.
I thought it was Cillian.
Yeah, he did great. So I don't feel like we need. I don't want to. I mean, they could do another Scarecrow in a little while, and they could do it really creepy because I do really love that villain. I think he's super cool. Anything that's scary and creepy and weird, I like. But
I hope they bring him back for that.
yeah, maybe.
I don't think they
Yeah.
will.
Oh, Cillian?
That's one thing
No,
that I liked about
not
the
really.
new Spider-Man movies, that they try to do new villains that they never did before.
Exactly,
Like
and that's what I
Mysterio,
want.
Vulture,
Because there's so many. I'm telling you that we haven't seen yet, and
Calendar
like,
Man.
the villain, I always Calendar Man. Actually, Calendar Man's kind of scary. Zaz. Oh no, we did see Zaz.
Yeah. Wait, did we?
I think he's like a really small part. I think in one of the Nolans. I think.
And he was also in Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad, like a really
Mhm.
brief.
Yeah. A villain I've always wanted to see, which will probably never happen,
Grundy.
is Solomon Grundy's a really good one too. That's a really good one. No, Scarface and the Ventriloquist, which is a really like more random or
Wait,
unknown.
is that his
Sure.
name? The guy with the puppet?
Yes, the Ventriloquist and Scarface. The villain itself is Scarface. The ventriloquist is just like the guy that's holding him.
What the fuck?
So it's
Yeah.
just a really weird, twisted idea of a villain, and I think
remember that
it
one
would
in
play pretty creepy if you do it right. It has the potential to be both really creepy or just really silly and not to be taken seriously. But hopefully, I want a serious version because I think
And
it's
there's
pretty
Hush, Mask
I
of
yeah.
Phantasm. Court of
The
I
Owls,
heard that they were
Court of
gonna try to
Owls.
do Court of Owls, yeah, and that would make kind of sense because in the comics that one also has to do with his past. I heard so. With
Yeah,
Batman,
and the Waynes and everybody.
yeah,
I don't know anything about the Court of Owls. That's one group of villains I know nothing about. So.
yeah. It's more. I think it just came on the new with the new 52, not too like recent years.
Yeah.
You know,
I
so
just
no,
know what
I
people
don't really
always
read the
say.
comic books. Unfortunately, I just play the games.
You just play the games?
Yeah, I've been playing Batman games since I was a child. Like on Super Nintendo, they had Batman games.
So you played all the Arkham ones?
Mhm.
Oh wow.
That one was dope. I remember renting it and couldn't get enough of it.
The
And
Batman
Arkham
games?
City is the one I passed all the way, and then Arkham Knight. I started it, but I didn't finish it, and then I just seen
They're
the
so good.
cutscenes.
They're so good.
Arkham Asylum is my favorite though. But though there was the last one I remember I disliked it because it was a lot of driving. And I
Yeah,
hated that. I was like,
yeah, they do. They overdid the driving in
yeah.
that game a lot.
And I was like, nope, not doing this.
But it's still a decent game.
Yeah. But you guys, just to give you guys a quick summary, we all gave it an 8.
Well,
That was-
8.5
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then 8.
Between an 8 and an 8.5, which is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, like I
it's
think we
pretty
all
good.
agree. Like this is something like we all loved. You know, it's just we do have our negatives, but I think our positives outweigh it. And again, like my biggest thing was that like the people kept just like praising, like overpraising this movie. Like, yeah, it was great, but like
It was the perfect movie.
But shut up, go watch Drive My Car. I'm just kidding.
yeah, like
Yeah,
go
so
watch
it's Drive My
that.
Yeah,
Or,
because you said it's just as long, but more entertaining, or like
Not that it's more entertaining. I just think it has like every
Like
minute
more
of that
value.
movie. It's a
That's a
movie.
movie.
No, it's every second of that movie is like
That
makes
should
sense.
be our grading system. Was it a movie
Or was it a
not?
movie? Which shout out to our friends over at Criterion Cult. They just did a
yeah,
show on that movie. Not a show,
they're
segment.
doing a whole Oscars thing too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think they have a lot of bonus episodes for what they've been doing over there, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, John hasn't seen it, Ben hasn't seen it, but I don't know if Ben will watch
I'm
it.
kind of into it. I mean, I'd probably watch it. I don't know when, but it
Watch
took me forever to get me to watch Burn.
Yeah,
I
Burning.
loved Burning. I love Burning.
That one was great. That one took me a while too. Remember, Audrey? That's one that you kept telling me about, and then someone else
Yeah.
like recommended to me, and I watched it. Like
I know. I was like, wow, fake.
I think Al.
I was like, y'all are fucking fake, dude. I'm not gonna say shit no more. But yeah, so I guess I can totally see where you're saying like it's like people are just overhyping it in a way. Like it's all no one can shut up about it. Like everyone's just talking about
on Twitter. That's all I'm seeing right now.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
still.
Batman stuff.
And there's a lot of like also a lot of like I don't want to say negatives, but like shit coming out of it, right? Like there's been a lot of like controversial stuff that's been coming out recently.
About what? Batman?
Yeah. Like about the cast and
I haven't seen any.
we were just talking about it yesterday. About the cast and about Christopher Nolan and like some comments that he said or he
the
didn't
Nolan
say.
movies?
Yeah, like but with Zoe Kravitz. That's why I was like thinking.
Oh yeah, in The Dark Knight
yeah.
Rises, how she was gonna be
They said she
cast,
was
but they were like,
too-
yeah.
But then she came
Urban.
out today and on her actual Instagram, she said that it was a lie. So there's been like a lot of like stuff and
It's probably fake.
and
Wonder
yeah,
Brothers
like
probably paid her off. Like, hey,
there's
like, just say it
been-
was a lie.
and there's been like certain influencers that have come out saying that the Batman casted too many black people. So like super controversial stuff. But
like honestly, into you like you mentioned it right now, like I had no like I was like that wasn't like in my
Yeah.
Exactly.
mindset.
You don't even
It
notice.
was like
don't,
Gordon
like,
was
notice
Gordon
that.
to me.
They're just
you know,
people.
like-
yeah.
Like Jeffrey Wright was fantastic. I did not have his race in mind like at all. Like he was Gordon.
Yeah.
He was Commissioner Gordon. Like
Dude, he was such a good Gordon too.
he
Yeah.
was.
I knew he was going to be a great actor since I first saw him in
Jumanji.
Westworld.
Huh.
What'd you say?
Jumanji.
It's not him, but I always say
Jumanji.
that it looks like him.
Yeah,
But,
but
Yeah, Westworld, dude. He's so good.
no,
Love him.
yeah, like going into it, you never think of anything like that. But I'm just
he has
saying,
a
like,
picture with Gary Oldman back in the day, and they both look young as hell, and it's like both Gordons. It's like,
Oh,
what the
that's
hell?
dope.
oh,
That's
I gotta
sick.
send it to you guys.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
sick.
I mean, I think he's a little bit younger, maybe. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
I don't know.
I think so.
Let me see. Let me
I'm
see.
pretty sure he is.
Wikipedia.
But yeah, so the movie right now is in everyone's like that's all everyone's talking
It's
about.
so hot. That Batman's so hot right now.
Yeah, and everything's just like going.
But it's good.
Everyone's
I think
going
it deserves
nuts.
it. It deserves it. It deserves a good 2 weeks of solid like being in the spotlight because everybody like knocked it out of the park. The
They
music
made a
is
big
so good.
splash.
Music is incredible.
We've been listening. Well, I've been listening to "Kiss from a Rose" like all
That's
the
not
time.
Oldman.
It's a different
Gary
movie.
Oldman is older. He's 63 and Jeffrey Wright is 56.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Not even 10 years apart.
Yeah.
So they're buddies.
That's cool.
But someone who I didn't know was going to be there was Peter Sarsgaard. I didn't know.
Oh
he was gonna come
yeah,
out.
I didn't know that either.
Wait,
I
who
know
is
this
he?
guy.
Yeah,
He's the DA. He's the
He's
dirty
Coulson.
DA.
Oh,
It's cool. He's the one that gets the saw trap put on him. Well,
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like,
multiple
holy
people
shit.
get saw traps put on them.
That's him.
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
I didn't know
Yeah,
he was a
that's right.
Skarsgård.
It's because his hair's
Yeah.
like a little short.
There's another one though that I don't know. They kind of look alike. I can never tell. The only one that looks
Peter, he's Corey Stoll, I think, the bad guy from Ant-Man, the first one. They look alike
yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
So that's why I was like, wait, which one is he? They kind of have
And
similar.
yeah, what about the other bit players? What about Martinez? Did anybody like Martinez?
Fucking
I liked
Martinez.
him. I liked
I
his
like
whole
Martinez.
change of like he doesn't like Batman, but Bruce Wayne, he said, "Hey, Mr. Wayne."
I know. He's like,
Hey,
hey,
Mr. Wayne.
I know. Fucking
How you
fake.
doing?
Fake.
You know, it's a Tucker.
Yeah.
That's my favorite line of his.
I thought that was great.
It's a Tucker because he's such a like he plays the Mexican. Like,
I like
really
the.
well.
I don't think he's Mexican. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know, maybe not. Probably not.
I also like the two like bodyguards.
The
of,
twins?
Like,
Oh, the twins
yeah,
are cool.
those were funny.
The mayor seemed good. I like the mayor. She was great. She did a good job.
She didn't really have much to say.
No,
yeah,
but
she was all right. So everyone kind of did their own thing.
I mean, she probably had
Yeah.
more to say than Martinez. Maybe not. Who else? Was there any other little bit players that we're forgetting that I want to talk about? I don't think so.
No,
Not a lot.
I can't really think of
The
anyone.
cats. What do we think of the cats?
The cats were fantastic at
Cats
being
did a good
cats.
job.
Academy Awards for all of them. I just-
They all deserve it. So does the Batman deserve to be at the Oscars?
I don't. That's another thing I saw. I saw a video said, "Oh, the
say
Batman's
yes.
Oscar chances," and like
I say
maybe for score, for like
Cinematography.
sound design was
Cinematography.
dope.
Sound design. I've heard somebody say the sound design wasn't great, or the
But-
fight, the fighting sounds like there's not a lot of good like.
But let's think about this. We all gave this movie 8.5.
Yeah.
However, we would never nominate either one of these actors for any of them for best actor or best actress.
It's
Isn't
because
that
it wasn't a movie. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Isn't that interesting though? Like it has
Yeah.
a high score.
Well, it's because it's just not too demanding on anybody but Batman. But for most of Batman scenes, it's just him like scowling a lot and like just
Yeah,
looking
he
around the
doesn't
room
really
and,
say
like,
much.
and that's like the most. I mean, the I don't know, maybe makeup for Penguin.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
nuts to me that like this movie like we like it, but yet like it didn't have that much acting in it. If you think
Yeah.
about it,
It's true.
like it's so weird.
It was
That-
more
but I
about
think
the
that's-
character and story. And
yeah, but I
Yeah.
think that's just banking on the name. Also, like it's a
Yeah.
Batman movie, so you know.
you see, in The Dark Knight was considered like if that year they had 10 plus nominees for Best Picture, The Dark Knight would have got nominated for Best Picture.
If
But back then it was only 5.
wait, didn't he win for
Heath Ledger, yeah, but like the movie
Which-
itself.
yeah? But
It didn't get
there you go.
nominated.
Like
But
that's
still,
a-
somebody won from a
yeah,
Batman
but that's a
movie.
good example that like the Joker or
It
Heath Ledger.
transcended, bro. That was that shit.
Heath Ledger took the Oscar.
Like Paul
Post-mortem.
Dano was good, but he wasn't no Heath Ledger Joker good. Almost.
And then
But he wasn't
Jim
given the chance.
Carrey.
Exactly. I
It's
feel
just
like
like a-
Paul Dano
a
could have
whole
done it if
different-
he got more time.
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's on his whole. Jim Carrey's
Like
like
that's
on a
it's
whole
like
nother
the two
planet.
opposite ends of that character.
He's like on a whole nother.
But Jim Carrey
planet.
definitely got way more time.
Oh yeah,
To shot,
like,
yeah.
actual screen time instead of being behind him.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
he
So-
got someone. He got a sidekick or a side character that could equally.
Yeah,
match
they would
him.
like banter with each other and like joke around. That was
Yeah.
fun.
See the
Yeah.
promise of that in the next one, like the Riddler and Joker, that's exciting.
That's
to
the
me.
thing, man. I think like this movie, for all the shortcomings it might have, like I feel like it's just getting started. You know, like they're figuring out a template for how to make a good movie, and they're just gonna like build on it and like have more of those. Have like more interesting choices in the next one because they played it kind of safe. Batman was just pretty much brooding the entire movie. There wasn't a lot of like different diversity in his character. Even when he was Bruce Wayne, he was still Batman. So I feel like they have a lot of chance for Bruce to grow. They have a lot of chance for all these other villains to have moments with
For
each
Gordon
other.
to be commissioner.
Yeah, for Gordon to have his own like to shine even more than he has. Everybody, Selena. Although I wonder, they probably wouldn't have her come back in the next movie. Maybe
not in the next
because
one.
that would take away from them like splitting ways.
You know he wanted to go with her too.
Yeah.
So what do we think of that last shot? That last shot in that movie. What do we think?
I think it lingered too much on them, just like like riding off into the sunset almost. But it does kind of say, like a cat and mouse would do or something. Like they're kind of playing. I don't know. Like
it was kind of it was like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood vibes when they're driving around those driving around scenes.
Yeah, but not as
But I liked it. I liked
aesthetically pleasing.
I liked that you see Bruce like look back at her like
is she gonna come back?
Sorry, or like wishing like things were different, but then like being like, all right, let's forget that. He turns his head, looks forward, and he's like, we moving on.
Doesn't he see the light?
Music kicks in.
Yeah, he sees the light.
And then the music kicks in.
So he's like duty calls and
that was dope. I like
duty calls, not booty calls.
There you go. There you go. That's what he said.
Damn. Let this be an example for you all.
His duty calls.
Fucking Alex all late.
I know.
Good thing because we spoiled the movie, man. So you're
late.
You're late. He does want to see it, by the way. So.
And Raymond says, "Isn't it a bit too quick to judge for Oscars? It's still March. I don't know.
Bro, the Oscars are like this month.
Early, right?
Wait, are they this month or April?
Well, no, they're this month, but
like, they're for last year's movies, aren't they? Or does
they're last year's movies. Yeah.
Batman doesn't count. Yeah, so it'll be next year when.
Well, I was just saying in the sense that if it could be nominated, obviously I know it won't be nominated, but I was saying, would you nominate?
Well, I guess you're saying for next year.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm saying makeup. I'm calling it makeup.
Yeah, it's gonna get like if anything, it's gonna get those awards because like again, there's certain movies you can already tell just by like seeing it or whatever. Because what are the chances we're gonna have another superhero movie that are greater than this? You know what I'm saying? That's more like technical or something because you just have Marvel movies and they're just all CGI. So I think this one is more of a movie than those would be.
True.
The Batman.
Yeah, because
I can't wait for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I was about to say because I don't know if Doctor Strange is gonna get any Oscar nods.
Yeah,
probably not. I wouldn't doubt it.
Poor Sam Raimi.
Aww.
At least our boy is getting paid though.
Marvel. He's getting back. He's back. He's back
getting
in
that Marvel movie.
He's back in the
like after this. He's gonna go do like Evil Dead again or something.
Dude, he's got the Marvel budget now, so he can like go.
That's what's up, man. I'm very happy about that. I just want more Bruce Campbell is better for everybody.
Yeah. But so sorry guys, sorry if you missed the whole thing. Go rewatch.
Too damn high to go to the theaters. That's what I'm saying. Like I wanted to go to Alamo Draft House over here to see After Yang support my boy Kogonada, but it's like 5 something right now. And like my girl said, she paid $5.90 for her gas.
Oh my god. That's nuts, dude.
Damn. It's that's
how much
like
we would pay if we were to go
11
there.
Here or 410 here. Oof. 4.9. I think it's 409.
I want Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman versus Batman.
Poison Ivy would be cool, but I don't really see that in this universe, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but I do want a new Poison Ivy for sure.
Harley Quinn, supposedly I heard that they want Anya
Taylor-Joy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
I could see it.
I don't like that.
She's not.
I think I saw another fan casting that was made more sense.
What about Florence Pugh?
No.
Or
as Harley? Mm-mm.
No. Who was it? Let me look real fast. Let me see if I can find who this is.
Would you watch Spider-Man Director's Cut in theaters on March 11th? I think if that's a thing, because I know there was a rumor of there being a Director's Cut with a lot of stuff added. I wouldn't mind doing because I've been wanting to watch Spider-Man No Way Home again in theaters. I've only saw that one once, so in theaters. So
hopefully we can watch After Yang, so we can talk about it.
Yeah, that's definitely again. I would have loved to see it in theaters, but gas prices. It's streaming on Showtime, so saw the movie last Friday on IMAX. Between this and No Way Home, find it. Wait, I find it great that my two favorite superheroes got some fantastic films. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like these incarnations, you have it's like two opposite ends of the spectrum, like Marvel and DC. Like that's what they're supposed to be. Like Marvel's all fun, even though the movie was a little bit more dark. Tragedies happen, stuff like that. It was still a different tone. It's still fun. It's still comic booky, and then you have some like grounded and dark and gritty like the Dark Knight. I mean, like the Batman. So, as a fan
The
of
Batman.
comics and all that stuff, you get the best of both worlds. Why can't we have both? Why is this arguing about DC versus Marvel?
I mean, I feel like people just like to compare them.
It's just easy to dunk on DC right now because of how successful Marvel's been.
Well, DC just has to do what they do best.
And DC, it seems like DC's just like stumbling behind them.
DC just always
But
tries
this
to
is
like.
this is a great foot forward for them.
They always
Yeah,
try
I
to
feel like they
mimic
have been like
Marvel.
doing their like surfing their own wave though, because like Shazam was great. The Suicide
But it's
was
just that
dope.
it's just so like badly put together because they'll include a character in Shazam, but like for some reason not like they couldn't show Superman's face. Apparently, there's a whole contract thing or something. Like, there's always
Yeah,
like some weird issues or like which Batman do we have now? Like in DC, they're gonna have Val Kilmer back or not Val Kilmer, Keaton as
Keaton back,
Batman, and now we have. But then we just had
Pattinson.
Pattinson. So it's just like okay, so are they doing? And then they're gonna have their own multiverse thing coming up, I guess, with Flash. So it's very
So
confusing.
you have
Their
Affleck,
story is really
Keaton,
confusing.
Pattinson.
Yeah, and it's like oh, it's so clunky and not as well put together. But I mean, they're doing the best they can right now. So and then we're enjoying it. It's just good for us because we just get a lot of fun
They're like, just enjoy it.
fan service. Yeah.
Like that was my thing too. It's like, dude, like DC needs to stick to something. Either if it's gonna be cohesive, like a universe, do it, and if not, if it's gonna be like the Joker, Batman, all standalone movies, great. But just stick to it, bro. Like.
Yeah.
Well, I like Raymond's comment there. Was Batman really that grounded? Batman survived some insane injuries. The most insane one and the only one that I had an issue with was that paraglide, or was it the glide suit injury? But I mean, you can always just say his suit protected him, I guess. But yeah, that hit was like end of the movie, end of John Wick 3 levels of impossible to survive.
Dude, that shit's funny.
Maybe we saw it
Or
off
was it John Wick
screen.
2? Is it John Wick 2
No,
where he
it's
falls
John
off
Wick
the
3.
roof? The one where he falls off the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
And
shot.
this is why I want to see John Wick 4 already, because I want to see what happens. Like
I know, me
Neo
too.
and Morpheus are gonna team up and take down the Continental, man. Like
And Constantine. Don't forget Constantine.
It's so
Constantine,
good.
yeah.
John Wick and John Constantine.
It's so good. Yeah.
But yeah, that
And
was. Did
Bill
you guys?
or Ted.
Did that bother you guys at all? That seeing him just kind of get up and walk away from.
Yeah, I even
that
even
accident?
told you, like I scoffed. I was like, wow, all right. Like he just got up and he was like, all right, I'm
He
just
did limp a little bit.
I mean,
She's like, hey, wait.
He
Imagine
should've
he
been
did a my
on
back
the
thing like
ground.
Toby. My back.
My back.
Yeah, he might have should have stayed on the ground a little bit longer than
Yeah.
he did. But for the most part, yeah, it was a pretty gnarly hit that he took. But
Because then you have that also like when he gets shot with the shotgun, he's all like fucking dying or whatever, like
yeah.
But for that, he was just like, it's all right.
He
I
just
can
rubbed
get
it. He just
up.
walked it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a little harder to believe, but I'm gonna let it slide.
Or
Just
maybe
'cause
like
of-
look, we didn't see him like kind of struggle with that. Well, we did a little bit, but maybe he tested it with Alfred somewhere, and he's already getting. Oh, I gotta get used to falling or something.
And then at least in Nolan's, you see him like covered in bruises and cuts and scars.
yeah.
In this one, like you don't see any of that. Like he takes off his shirt once, and there's like no. I think maybe there's like 1 or 2 bruises,
There's
if
a
anything.
few,
But it's like,
and then he puts on his sunglasses.
that was so funny. Yeah, he puts them on.
It looked like
inside.
timing
Why did
was
he do
old.
that? He wasn't like hung over.
I was just like, okay.
He
It
just
was
doesn't like
funny though.
sunlight.
It's because like he's nocturnal now or
Yeah,
whatever. So
that's right.
oh, the
So he doesn't
light.
like the sun. That's cute.
He
That's
goes
cute.
back to his vampire
It's about roots.
vampire roots.
I liked his cave. I like when they showed him entering his cave in the beginning of the movie, like going through like some abandoned streets, and then
And there's actual bats.
yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
always bats. You can't have a bat cave without bats.
But in the other ones, there's bats like flying around in the Batcave.
Yeah.
I always thought that he went somewhere.
Yeah, the Nolan one, he's in an actual cave. This one, he's not. He's like.
And then the
just
matter
in, like,
gets blown up. So in the Dark Knight, he's like in the penthouse or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, he gets up there, he gets up
Get it
there.
right, Audrey. Nah,
I know he's like he's in the penthouse.
So who do you guys think we'll see in a sequel? Realistically,
I gotta think they left that scene in the movie for some reason because there's
thinking
other
it's
scenes with
Riddler
Joker.
and
shot.
Joker.
apparently Matt Reeves says no, but maybe he's lying. He was like, just because I showed the Riddler doesn't mean I'm going to put him in the next movie.
You idiot! That's exactly what it means.
That's what he
Not
said.
you. I'm saying him. Like he actually thinks that we're gonna believe that.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to.
I just wish he didn't put it in.
astray.
Because yeah, it's exactly. If he's in there, we're all gonna just assume he's gonna be in the next one, and when he's not, it's gonna be to the detriment of the film because everybody's gonna want to see
Yeah.
Joker. So I don't know.
Although I do think it would be weird to just do Riddler again. You know what I mean? Like it'd be
yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, maybe in the third one.
I'm thinking Hush is a good candidate. I think it's a really good because they alluded to him like twice in this movie.
Literally with the word "hush."
Exactly, all big Hush, and I was like, okay, that's a pretty telling. So I'm gonna say Hush, maybe, maybe Two-Face, because the
Yeah, because
DA is gone.
there's gonna be a new
There's a room for a
DA.
DA. Some people want Oscar Isaac. I think that's not bad.
why do you look at me?
I don't think that's bad.
Yeah, he did look at you like
He was like Oscar
Well, 'cause
Isaac.
I don't think you've ever heard that. Dude. What do you think? I want to see your reaction.
but
What do
he's
you think
Moon
about
Knight.
Oscar
You don't
Isaac?
think he has
yeah,
too much characters?
he's Moonlight.
Because that's Marvel. I mean, he could still do a DC.
He's
Yeah.
Moonlight.
I don't know.
that'd be
I love
interesting.
Oscar Isaac, and I think Oscar Isaac could pull off a Two-Face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, because that's basically what he's doing in Moon Knight. He's gonna be like all these different characters.
yeah,
He's gonna have different
yeah. He
personalities.
has a side. He's like always like.
I think he has the acting range.
So yeah, maybe that is kind of stepping on the toes. Like he doesn't want to do the same thing again. So probably not Oscar Isaac then. But Two-Face maybe would be
else?
cool. Penguin for sure. We're gonna see Penguin.
What
I
I
hope I
think
see
would
him
be
in a nice
cool
suit.
too is like have in the third one, like kind of like the second one be like a built up, and the third one be like Batman versus like 3 of his like rogues gallery or something. Like I don't know.
Dude, you know what they should have did? Do you know what they should have done? You know what they should have done? They should have, after the Penguin crashes, when they show him again, or whenever they show him again after that crash, he should need a cane.
Oh yeah, that would have been
He should
smart.
have a little waddle with his cane.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
should have been. That would have been smart because it would have made sense.
It would have been like, oh shit, now he's the Penguin.
Yeah, but they always called him the Penguin. Without
Oz.
we don't even know why. That's actually a dope name.
Oz.
The great and powerful
Cobblepot.
Oz.
Well, it's not Oz. It's
Oh, it's
Oswald.
probably,
Oswald.
probably like Oswald or
Oswald
something.
Cobblepot.
Ozzy Osbourne. But yeah, overall those are our thoughts. I don't know if you guys wanted to talk about it more. I'm like,
I'm
like,
trying,
do you guys
I'm
wanna
trying
talk
to
about it
think
more?
about it. Like what else like stood out to me? I mean,
there's a lot of good
all the
things you could say
detective
about
scenes.
this.
Like
Yeah.
we were hoping, a lot of people were trying to compare it to like Seven.
What do you guys think of the
and-
riddles?
Yeah,
Did you think the riddles were good? Or did you
his
think they were-
inspiration from the Zodiac Killer too, and all that stuff. That was cool.
I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. I was like, what?
What do you think the riddles?
Yeah. I was like, excuse
And
me.
how Batman just knew all the answers.
There was
It's like he had a cheat
Yeah.
sheet.
there was one that was really dumb. Which one was it? That I was like, wow, it's kind of a dumb riddle. I forgot which one it was.
What was the answer?
I don't remember, but I remember thinking like that was pretty dumb. It wasn't the first one. It was probably one of the other ones.
It's a
He lies
rat.
still.
Oh, he
He
lies
lies
still.
still.
Yeah, you don't like that one.
Well, I just didn't get it. I
Yeah,
was
you
like, what?
She didn't get
The
that.
dead body lies still, but like it heals. It's like a double
It's a
entendre.
double meaning, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
it's
I
lying
know. He
still, but he's also still lying.
Did you guys like that Riddler thing where he just came out of the darkness?
Oh, yeah,
And
that was
that
pretty
was
cool.
kind of like, oh
And you
shit.
see like
It's
the
like-
little like reflection.
Dude, that scream,
Yeah.
I've heard it multiple times now because I've worked this movie a lot. The noise he makes when he attacks him to kill him is really creepy. It's super weird. Like when you watch the movie again, just listen to the noise, Riddler, that noise that comes out of Riddler's mouth when
he goes, ah!
he's like, "Ah!" or something like that.
I don't remember. I just
Yeah.
remember him.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't even remember that he did that.
Ah! Something weird.
Well, that's how he yells at when he's in the asylum.
Sorry, I'm eating lemon
Oh,
lime.
and
Lemon lime.
do you guys think that he knows Batman's identity? Because at the end it was kind of like unclear. Like, does he know, or was
I
he
think
just saying
I
like?
think he does. You don't think he
He
does?
might, but when he's talking to, that was a good little trick they did, and during their little scene together, is
Yeah,
that you think that he knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but then he's like, "We've been working so good together. Bruce Wayne's the only one we didn't get,"
Mm,
and so you're like, "Oh shit! Well, maybe he doesn't know that he's Bruce
yeah.
Wayne."
Because he even, I think even Batman thinks like he's, oh shit, I got caught, because he tells Gordon like, oh, maybe this is the end of what, the Batman. And I think that's the only time you hear the Batman's name actually, like Batman, like someone say Batman.
Yeah, you're right. I
I
don't
don't
remember. I
remember.
can't think of anybody else saying it.
The Batman.
Oh, then just besides what's your name saying the Bat and the Cat.
The Bat and the Cat has a good ring to
Oh,
it.
what about her being the daughter of Falcone? Did you guys find out like, oh, the cool twist, or?
Eh.
Yeah,
It's been done too many times. Like, get over it.
yeah. I
I
feel
felt
like
like
it was a little bit of a lazy choice, but
yeah.
still it works for the story. So I mean, it's fine. I didn't really have a big issue with it.
I think that was like a whole running thing of the movie, because like the whole sins of my father type of thing. Like they all had a
Oh,
father
true.
who, like, but again, it could have been like
Except
lazy
Gordon.
too,
Gordon's dad was probably amazing.
probably.
Probably not.
Probably
The best,
left.
yeah, the best dad.
That's why he became a detective, to find him. I'm just kidding.
They
Damn.
call Batman a detective in this movie once too, don't they?
Detective.
I think someone called him
Detective
like
Bat.
the detective is here or something.
Because I know in the comic or somewhere, Ra's al Ghul calls him detective, the detective, which I think is pretty cool.
Detective
Yeah,
Bat. That's funny. Batman detective.
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I don't know what else we could say. Anything else? It was a good time, and I for sure will watch it again and again. Maybe not a
Yeah,
lot.
definitely didn't disappoint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if I'd watch it again though. It's like another 3 hours of
I'm
my
probably gonna
life.
watch it with my parents, and then who knows? I'll probably watch it again towards like
Let's
the end
get
of the
this
year.
movie to $1 billion.
How much did it make?
I think globally like 200 something.
That's it.
269.
Oh,
Nice.
so it made more than Spider-Man, or did Spider-Man make more?
I don't know about opening weekend, because I mean, right now Spider-Man is like $1 billion plus,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna. I wasn't expecting it to break any records either. The Batman, like, I
Yeah.
expect to earn like a decent amount of money, but obviously not. Like,
It just did not have the same hype that something like
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man had
Yeah.
with all the like rumored cameos and all that crap. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
and this is the
Yeah.
first one compared to like the third in the franchise, and also
Exactly.
the MCU and all that shit, and so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much concludes
They did a
this
good job.
episode of the Real Talk podcast, talking all about the Batman. Like I said, we all pretty much enjoyed it. We weren't disappointed, other than those negatives that we talked about in the beginning, and we are all looking forward to the sequel. I feel like they did a good job in like creating this world, and apparently they have like 3 HBO shows now, like in development.
yeah.
So
That's
that's
what
gonna
Ben
be
was
pretty
saying.
cool.
That's
Just
pretty
saying.
nuts.
Yeah, guys, do you watch the Real Talk? You don't? You're really not as smart as I thought you were.
That's way too.
That's another thing,
That's-
real quick too. He's like, "All right, thank you guys for the 500 followers, guys." Like,
Oh,
thank you
yeah.
guys so much.
Oh my god, I could have done any of this without you guys. Thank you so much.
But he's
People
like
were
all nice.
donating him, like,
Yes.
He's like, hi guys.
Just want to let you know I wouldn't be anything, wouldn't be here. Thank you for the tip on the detonators.
that was pretty good. Like to give like a little like shout out that he's using social media
The
platform.
internet culture,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was pretty good.
TikTok culture. Big shout out
Like, we need to
TikTok.
take some notes. We need that amount of viewers, like that dedication from our viewers.
I know, 500 peeps.
You got to give them real change.
Yeah, but next week we'll be back with our regular scheduled
Program podcasty thing.
scheduled talking about other movies. I'm hoping to at least watch a few other Oscar noms just so I can be ready for the Oscars.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure we're gonna try to see After Yang. That's something that, and I'm gonna try to see that and Drive My Car, so we can have something to really talk about.
Have you seen Kimmy?
No. That's another one I want to see. That Flea, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie I still haven't seen.
It's
Damn.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Like just to pop it on and watch it.
Turn your
Like
brain
have a
off.
good day. Have a good night, I guess.
Yeah.
Just have a great peaceful night watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It'll put you right to sleep.
Give me that cozy feeling.
I know, but thank you for everyone who joined. And if
Yeah,
you
shout
guys
out.
missed the live, go ahead and rewatch it so you guys know all the juicy spoilers
Yeah. Damn, I look like Riddler like this.
without
I
the.
want to be Riddler for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's an easy costume.
Yeah, easy. Done.
See, we have the Riddler. Audrey could be Batman, and I could be Penguin. Because that would be too obvious for you to be Catwoman.
That sounds dope. Yeah, that sounds cool.
And you'll be Catwoman?
No,
I'll be Penguin.
you should be Catwoman.
Yeah.
No,
We'll
Ben
be
should
the villains.
Catwoman.
Fuck the heroes. It's all about villains here.
Ben can be Catwoman.
Damn.
Because he likes cats now.
Meow.
But yeah.
But all right, guys, we'll catch you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in this week in our spoiler thought conversation discussion with special guest Ben. Ben, where can people find you online?
Gangsta Puffs at Gangsta Puffs on just about anything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I Twitch stream, play video games. I have a YouTube channel, Gangsta Puffs on YouTube. Starting to put out some vlogs. I just put out a vlog today, actually. My first vlog in a long time. So check that out on my YouTube channel. And yeah, you catch me Twitch streaming, being on YouTube, Instagram, acting a fool.
Also, catch him on the Real Talk every now and then. The IT guy.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Every now and then he comes in and actually does something.
I move the camera a couple of inches, or I'll fix the audio.
Yeah. Because it's a nightmare here, guys. There's a lot of like
it's not a nightmare.
Wires and shit.
It's a great setup.
But yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I feel like we never say that.
Yeah, guys, like the video. If you guys enjoyed, give the video a like. It helps out a lot.
Yeah, let us know if you guys liked what we're doing. Give us a follow, subscribe.
Let us know if we should keep doing this.
Can they comment? They can comment, right? Because
yeah.
on YouTube, comment what you thought about Batman.
Comment. Let us know what you thought. Where do you guys rank it in your ranking of the Bat? But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next